back in time, it's 83. Wrestling heroes on your TV. Von Erich's fight. Free bucks take flight. Pondwater Dave and Timmy C tonight. World class flashback. Here we go. Action packed show, don't miss it, you know. Legends roar, in the ring they soar. Memories old, but the action's pure. Championship gold, stories unfold. Join the ride where tales are retold. World class flashback, here we go. Action packed show, don't miss it, you know.
Hello and welcome to World Class Flashback. I am your co-host Timmy Z, joined with Mr. World Class Championship Wrestling himself, Pondwater Dave.
Hey-o, what's going on, everybody?
And I guess Dollar Bill Dave's here.
Shocker.
Giving the shocker.
Shocked that he's here.
He is so
What's going
drunk.
on, Dave? Hey, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm super excited to watch this tonight. For those of y'all that don't know, didn't read the caption, 43 years ago tonight, I attended this show. Had no intentions of going to this show. Did not want to go to this show. But
You weren't the only one that was there that didn't want to go to it.
But the end of the night, by the end of the night, I was hooked. I yelled
Mildred
so much.
with her titties in her lap didn't want to go either.
I yelled so much that my throat was, I was coughing up blood. My throat was raw.
Why were you? All right. It wasn't all that. Coughing up blood? Come on now.
My throat was bleeding because I yelled my throat out. I was so hoarse.
All over Kerry Von Erich.
Well,
He's the best Von Erich.
no, you'll see when we get to it.
Kerry wrestles circles around David.
I was more into Fritz.
Oh.
Well, he was closer
Yeah.
to your age at the time, so. Little known fact, Pondwater was 34 at this show.
But we're gonna. Oh man!
All right, so everyone pull out the Peacock while you still can, because it's gonna go away here eventually. If you go to World Class Championship Wrestling Season 1, Episode 27, we're gonna watch Episode 27 and 28 because that's this whole show. So we're gonna give you a few minutes.
It's almost my birthday.
When's your birthday, Dave?
20 days, 22 days.
20 days. 21 days, something like that.
It's what, the 7th, 6th,
5th.
5th? 21 days.
You know who's in the chat?
My
Efren.
friend, the host of the Question Mark.
Getting waxed, oddly enough.
Efren,
I'm really
I'm mad at
enjoying
you
what he-
too. I'm mad at Efren because I called him the other day. He sent me the voicemail and did not call back.
That's how he rolls.
Well,
I don't know why you're
See how it is.
surprised by this.
he's
See how
doing
it
a
is.
great job over. You can catch him on YouTube at Podcast T for the Question Mark.
Yep,
He's
I
2
listened to the
episodes
Question
in.
Mark.
We had David Sahadi, and then this week we had this week was Big Ben Bishop.
Yep. I listened to the Big Ben Bishop episode and called Efren as soon as it was over because he's always asking us for feedback. He didn't answer and didn't call back. I see how it is.
What was the feedback you had for him?
I'm not going to tell you. Only tell Efren.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we drinking, Dave?
Everything he can get his hands on.
Dos Equis.
I was drinking Blood Orange Mules at the bar. Bar tab was like $259.
Nice.
Well, it
That's
wasn't.
nice.
And by the way, it was happy
Yeah,
hour.
buddy.
They were $3 a piece.
Season,
It's all good. It's all good till JD gets that bill. Then I'm going to be in trouble.
we're at season 1, episode 27.
Correct.
Season 1, episode 27, August 21st, 1982. This was actually taped on August the 15th of 1982.
Operator,
Where the hell's TJ?
please connect me with
To 1982.
All right, so that's enough time. We're at all the zeros on here. We're going to hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Here we go. Presented in the most complete possible form.
Because Kevin put them in his garage.
Due to the original production technical difficulties. We're not going to skip the intro.
Live from Reunion Arena in Dallas, Tejas. It's a mirror rebuilding.
That's the Hyatt Regency, sitting right next to Reunion Tower.
I bet someone had their titties pressed up against the window from the inside when they were doing that.
Here we are. Now, I want to remind everybody that we're watching along on Peacock. We cannot play the audio. We can't show you the video. WWE is very litigious about those things. Bill Mercer's welcomed us in to Reunion Arena.
Where are you sitting at here, Pondwater?
I am at the very top of the arena, up against
the tippy top.
The very not anything behind me, but a wall. Which
So,
is kind of cool because I can
lay this
stand up.
out. How'd you end up here? Who are you with?
I'm with my little brother. The night before we're watching World Class. I mean, he's watching World Class when I get home. I see Flair and think he's a bit of a sissy, honestly. And I'm making fun of my brother, saying, "Hey, you know all this is fake, right?" And my mom says, "You leave him alone." And
King Kong Bundy bouncing his pecs may be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, well, Armand Hussein saying that he's only 19 years old here was funny.
He looked 77.
But anyway, they were doing warm-up matches, and Kerry they drew names out of the hat who was going to be their workout partner. Kerry drew Kevin, so they're in there just sparring with each other, and Flair's at ringside, and he's saying, "Punch him in the mouth, Von Erich. That's what it's going to be like with the world champion." And later on, Rick drew Brian Adias, who's Kerry's best friend, as my brother explained to me. And Rick was just using him up. And I mean, they were doing their job to get people into the arena. As we see
Bundy
on the screen now, Harley Race is cutting a promo right now, talking about that King Kong Bundy's twice his size. But he also points out that Andre the Giant's 7'5" and weighs a lot more than King Kong Bundy. And he's the only man alive that's ever picked him up and body slammed him.
Lies.
Well, so back to the story. I tell my little brother that I'll take him to this show because we're watching Saturday Night Wrestling. This show's on a Sunday night. I said, I'll take you tomorrow night to clean my bedroom because I know I can't get out of the house unless my room's clean.
I think your little brother's in the chat.
So my little brother cleaned my room spotless. Yeah, my little brother is in the chat. And we are on Instagram. I was able to get Instagram going. So anyway, I had no intention of taking him, but he did such a good job cleaning my room. My mom said, "You're going to take him."
You're kind of a dickhead, by the way.
Yeah. So anyway, we go down to Reunion Arena. We walk up, we get tickets. And like I said, we were on the very last row at the very top of the arena. And we had a hell of a time, though.
How much were the tickets?
I can't remember. Probably they couldn't have been
17 cents.
They probably weren't more than $20 a piece, 20, 25 at the most. I don't remember. Do you remember? There ain't no way he remembers because I'm the one that bought the tickets. But I can't. I mean, we probably both got in there for under 40.
Well, he says that you didn't try to bitch out, but I'm pretty sure you just admitted to trying to bitch out on him. I wasn't going to take him.
Yeah, Mom told me I was taking him. Here comes Harley Race wearing that iconic robe. I don't have an inflation calendar, but Efren's like $20 WTF, and I don't know.
This was pay-per-view level for back then. So
yeah, I mean, this was one of their big shows because, I mean, we were getting ringside tickets for under $10. At Sportatorium, it was not an expensive ticket, but this was 1982. I was probably making maybe $5 an hour at the most.
he's making that fuck you money is what he was making.
I got a raise once I got a car payment.
Bundy looks surprisingly thin here
Bundy,
compared to what you'll see him.
Bundy was in shape. And don't say round was a shape. I mean, Bundy was.
I mean, pairs of shape. I mean, he's in shape for Bundy.
Bundy was a big old boy.
Speaking of shape, Hussein needed to go get a haircut here. I'm not sure what he was doing.
Arman Hussein's holding that American heavyweight title. That's a newer belt that they bought. They got it right before for Fritz's retirement match that was earlier this year. And then after Fritz retired, they returned the belt to Bundy, even though Bundy lost. Yeah, I went and saw to Seagoville High School and saw Kevin Von Erich versus Ric Flair, and the tickets were $5.
That's a good deal.
I mean, but you
does Ike still watch wrestling?
Yeah.
Should have had him on this.
He couldn't get home in time. He's got the link. If he gets to somewhere where he can join us, he will.
Because I guarantee he's more entertaining than you.
Oh, that's how we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna do tonight, huh?
Well, my backup.
Look at Mark Lawrence with that tuxedo. Joe Ranelli next to him. They're wearing tuxedos. Kevin was just out. Kevin was just out because they were announcing that they got the Labor Day Spectacular coming up September 5th. And
this was a spectacular. How many spectaculars they need?
Well, that would have been the Labor Day show was for Fort Worth. And Kevin's getting the shot at the winner. H&H Associated Limited is Hart and Hussein. He's partners with Gary Hart.
Why don't you pull them pants up a little bit?
And Arman Hussein,
you look like a damn homeless man.
He still wrestles occasionally. He's winding down. Look at those boots. Look at his wrestling boots.
The only thing about him that says Hussein are those pointy boots.
Yeah, I mean, he was built from the Sudan. They built him as the African heavyweight champion. But I mean, Arman Hussein held titles. I mean, he was American champion. He was the Tri-State champion, which was the precursor to the Mid-South Championship.
The greatest half row.
But he's on the show. Him and Gary Hart are in a handicap match against Bugsy McGraw on this show.
Him and who? Gary Hart?
Gary Hart. Let me run down this card to you. I'll run this down.
So I was telling y'all how
we're only going to see the All Asian match, the All Asian tag team match. David and Kevin challenging Kabuki and the Dragon. We're watching Bundy versus Race for the American Championship, and the second episode is all Kerry and Flair. But the other shows, we also had, like I said, just mentioned that handicap tag team match, Gary Hart and Arman Hussein versus Bugsy McGraw. The Mexico Women's Championship, Lola Gonzalez was the champion, defended against Panterita, Sabina. Wild Bill Irwin wrestled Al Madril. The Superfly took on Brian Adias. And Captain Frank Dusek versus Jose Lothario.
Dropping a Dusek. So Stephen Brandt reminds me so I told you guys how terrible Indiana was when I was there the last 2 weeks. The only redeeming quality about Indiana was they had Skyline Chili up there. I was real excited. I'm not putting him on the screen.
Oh, why not?
When you say why not,
I'm getting
I mean-
ready for tapings on Sunday. Look at my beautiful esthetician, Debbie Gibson. How's the Sportatorium? What looks better, this or the hot dogs at the Sportatorium?
rip it out of his nose, please.
It's about to happen. I wouldn't have hit live unless it was about to happen.
I don't
Look,
know.
She's ready to make sure it's all ready.
Ready? Oh, watch your arm. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, oh, I know that hurt.
Bye.
There can
The great Efren.
can we not trim it? Why has he got to wax it? I don't get it.
Oh,
But anyway, the only redeeming quality about Indiana, they had Skyline chili, so that made it worth it. But there's like these weird Coney places up in Indiana that don't have Cincinnati chili. Like, just terrible. I don't know what they were doing.
my brother says that he loved that Kabuki and the Dragon title match. That was his favorite of the night next to the main event. Yeah, I think that's the one that really got me going. But what I'm telling y'all is I didn't know who either one of these guys were.
You didn't know who Harley Race was?
Oh, dude, I hadn't watched wrestling
Ever?
Man, I quit watching wrestling when Saturday Night Live started coming on.
He hadn't
So-
watched wrestling. He hadn't watched wrestling since. Let's
We
see.
used to watch wrestling on Saturday nights when I was real little, and then roller derby came on after, and I really enjoyed the roller derby better. But like I said, I knew who Kerry Von Erich and Ric Flair were from the show the night before, but I couldn't have told you when they got in the ring. I had to get Ike to tell me which one was Kevin and which one was David.
What a terrible wrestling fan you were.
I wasn't.
Yeah, Gorgeous George was champion when Pondwater
No, what I'm
was in
telling you
wrestling
is
first.
that I didn't know. I mean, I knew who Wahoo was because Wahoo used to, when I'd go see my half sisters, Wahoo would be over at the house. And I knew who Wahoo was. And, but when I was a little bitty kid, I mean, I was into Ivan Putski. Ivan Putski would do feats of strength, have cinder blocks broken over. You know, he'd hold them and they'd break cinder blocks on him with a sledgehammer. He'd do these feats tearing up phone books, and he had toys, and he was real childlike, and the blackjacks would come out and they would break his toy and he'd absolutely go berserk on them. That's what I remember. And then I started watching Saturday Night Live. And I always liked comedy. But I mean, and as I got older, I'd start getting the jokes because, like, I didn't know what a slut was, but Dan Aykroyd said, "Jane, you ignorant slut," and
You found
I didn't
out
know-
when you got to
well,
college.
I found out when I called my sister an ignorant slut, and my dad took exceptions to it, and that's when I learned.
Hey, if the chastity belt doesn't fit,
But so, like I said, I got home on Saturday night, and Ike was watching this, and the only reason that I even saw any of it is because I was eating my dinner.
we can all agree Bundy in white boots is ridiculous, right?
Yeah, Bret Hart's complaining about Gunther's chops. I heard that because Bret makes a point,
Oh,
and it's
Jesus
not just
Christ.
Gunther. It doesn't have to hurt. It's an art form. It's an art form. Wrestling's not supposed to hurt, but all of a sudden, everybody thinks it's a badge of honor to hurt the other guy.
It's a chop.
Yeah, but they take it to the point where you got blood coming through your chest, and you don't have to do that.
Yeah, it's called realism. It's a chop.
Realistically, I'm not going to stand there and let you chop me. If it's realistic, as soon as you chop me, I'm going to slap the taste out of your mouth.
Not if it hurt. And trust me, I've seen people get chopped to the point it hurts.
I've been there, and I did too, because we were at training one night, and they got all the wrestlers in the ring, and we had to go to all 4 corners, like there'd be one in each corner, and one in the middle, and we would get chopped all the way around the ring.
Well, you bring up Wahoo. Wahoo
was
had
like
some
a rite
pretty
of
stiff
passage.
chops too.
But everybody wasn't doing it back then. Everybody does it now. And I'm gonna tell you what, there was a guy on the Indies that told me that he doesn't do chops. He goes because as soon as you do it, what does the crowd do as soon as you chop somebody?
Woo!
Yeah. So why do you want to make the crowd think about Ric Flair when you're in there trying to get their attention?
It's professional wrestling. You should always be thinking about Ric Flair.
So, but what I'm saying, we went around the ring getting chopped, and I mean, we got some heavy hitters got us, and both of our chests looked like hamburger meat. My chest was bleeding.
And you were mad because they weren't taking care of
I
you on
wasn't
those
mad.
chops?
But
Well, Bret Hart would have been.
My wife was pissed when I got home.
That's about right because she's a woman and so's Bret Hart. Bret Hart bitches about everything. I'm
That's
so
because-
tired of him.
Well, Bret Hart wants everybody to think that he's better than he actually was.
Well, yeah.
Bret Hart wasn't even the best wrestler in his family.
Natalia Hart is better than Bret Hart.
I agree. Bret. I'm not saying that Bret Hart wasn't a good wrestler, but he was a you know why why that he got elevated over the Intercontinental title?
Because they needed somebody.
Because there was a steroid trial, and they needed to put somebody smaller in there that apparently wasn't on steroids. If they would have had the steroid trial, he wasn't never going to get past.
He'd have been taking that Ultimate Warrior backsplash for months.
And let's be real honest. He says that Vince came to him and said he couldn't pay him and let him out his contract and let him go to WCW. No, Vince took Shawn Michaels' side and got rid of Bret Hart. Now, he did him a favor and let him go get that big WCW money. But you're going to say, I can't afford you? And then Bret goes to WCW and then Johnny B. Bad gets a guaranteed contract? Come on.
How bad are you that Johnny B. Bad can replace you?
Exactly. Exactly.
Hello, Willie Buck.
Hi, Willie Buck.
But Bret Hart would bitch about anything, so I don't want to hear him talk about Gunther's chops.
Yeah.
I wish Gunther would chop him right in his forehead.
And Chris Adams had a better sharpshooter than Bret Hart. When Chris Adams was doing it, he didn't even know what to call it. It was like an inverted figure 4. They didn't even know what to call it.
Honestly, Sting had a better one too.
Yeah.
And by the way, Sting was way more over than Bret Hart.
Again, though, I'm not saying that Bret Hart wasn't a good wrestler.
He's a hell of a hand.
But Owen was much better.
Owen was the talent in the family.
And you know what? And Owen had something that Bret didn't.
Charisma?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Slamming him.
Yeah.
The walking condominium gets
Look at how
slammed.
Harley's selling that it took a lot out of him to do it. He did the diving headbutt. We're going to cover. 1, 2, kick out with some authority. Not this weekend, Willie. No wrestling for me this weekend. Next weekend, I'll be at West Jones High School for SWA next Saturday night.
That's what he loves about those high school girls. He keeps getting older. They stay the same age. Sorry, I watched that movie this week. Love that movie.
No, I tell everybody I'm your Meemaw's favorite referee.
What's the belt company? Pondwater. Big Time Belts.
Oh, Big Time Belts, yes. Yes, Stephen. I'll help you any way I can, brother. Big Time Belts on Facebook.
Use that promo code Pondwater. Hello, Ben Jones. We got Australia in the house.
Yeah. Good morning, Ben.
Is it morning or is it really late night?
Both wrestlers were counted out of the ring. Look at Armand Hussein with his balls big enough to try to jump on Harley Race.
With his underwear hanging out his britches. What are we doing here?
I'm going to tell you something about Armand.
Hit Bundy.
I'm going to tell you something about Armand Hussein, though. I really like that guy.
Like the actual guy?
Yeah, he shopped in our store. He would come in and we had a meat market, and he would come and buy turkey wings from us.
Turkey wings.
Well, yeah,
Well, that's better than what Yokozuna would
No,
do.
he's legit. He was a legit Muslim. He wouldn't eat pork. And but he used to shop in our store, and it's crazy. I lived in a little town in Texas called Royce City, and it was a tiny little town back then, and it was about 45 minutes east of Dallas. And I ran into him at the Royce City post office one time. Out of all the places in the world to run into Armand Hussein. I'm going to turn this up for a second.
Champion of the United States, and he's going to be the next world champion. As far as Von Erich is concerned, they don't have a pair. I know it, you know it, he know it, in the world.
I know how much we can do. All right.
Oh!
My brother, my shoot brother. This is my real brother.
Shoot, brother.
What's going on, buddy?
I'll just know the damn paradise, keeping Austin sexy.
Keep
Is
him
he
what?
at the
Oh,
gym?
yeah.
Keeping Austin sexy.
You better turn that
Are you on the
treadmill up.
treadmill?
Looks like you're only going about 2.7.
I'm just turning it up. Just got on.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
the
when it
brother.
comes to chops, though, Taker said he'll take 2, and then he's gonna whoop your ass for it. So if that's what he says, then I can live with that.
Man, chops suck. And now these guys are wanting to chop each other on the back. You remember when BJ told us that was a no-no?
Oh yeah.
And now people chop each other on the back. Oh, look, here we are in the ring. We got David. There's the Magic Dragon right there.
We also call him Puff.
And Kabuki. Look at Kabuki in that getup. Man.
Dude, Kabuki and the Dragon, they were my first villains that were over. I mean, those were my favorite 2 wrestlers for a long time.
Kabuki's the first wrestler that ever legit scared me.
Yeah.
Well, Mark Lawrence.
The only thing I
Look at that
don't like
place.
about this is Gary Hart is bigger than both of them. Not a fan of that.
Is that Kevin wearing the cape?
Yeah. And we got Bronco in the ring, so we know no bellies are going to hit the mat for a count.
No,
Bronco Lubitsch was 56 years old for this match.
Just 3 years older than Pondwater.
No, I'm 3 years older than what Bronco Lubitsch was in this
No,
match.
I'm saying here in 1982, he's just 3 years older than you.
Did you? You probably thought too that Bronco was a lot older than that.
oh yeah, he seemed. I mean, you would think at least mid-60s back then.
Yeah, but he was 56 years old there. I went on.
It wasn't so much the move. He could barely move around very good. He'd been wrestling, so
I remember being impressed with when Kabuki spit that mist and.
I always liked him when he had the nunchucks with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
And I really came to appreciate David Von Erich's hatred for Gary Hart.
David Von Erich has a lot of sun in his hair.
Yeah,
Right here.
Well, he had just come back from Florida. David's just back from Florida off his hill run. Oh, thank you, Sam. I didn't know that they were having one tonight. I'm not going to put that on the screen because we're live. But
Yeah.
thank you.
I mean, it's going to show up in the Facebook comments, but
Yeah, but I'm not going to speak it into the algorithm.
there you go.
I'm gonna.
You know what?
I'm gonna delete that comment. Do you a favor there, Sam? Thank you.
I will put this one on there though. Dave likes spitters.
Spitters or quitters.
Amen.
So you're
right,
saying
we
your
got-
favorite birds to swallow?
We got Kevin and see, and I mean, literally, I had to tell me which one was Kevin and which one was David. I had no clue.
One of them didn't have any shoes on.
I mean, I knew I'd heard of Fritz Von Erich.
Well, I hope so. He lived in Texas.
Hey, Dave, I can't remember. How long was I watching wrestling before the show? 6 months, a year, maybe?
Yeah. Hey, did anybody go with us that night, or was it just me and you?
No, it was just me and you that night.
Because I couldn't remember if we took Todd or Bo along.
No, wait, was there somebody with us?
Man, I think Todd went with us.
Yeah. Yeah, because you were sitting in the middle. I remember looking over at you. Somebody was there. I mean, I was 8. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So Pondwater told us that he was coughing up blood after this because he had yelled so hard.
Oh, hell, he was coughing up blood by the main event.
Oh, I was.
He was screaming bloody murder the whole time.
Wrestling bug bit me hard.
I was gonna say Ike was sitting there going, "Look at this nerd."
Oh, I was eating it up. Just watching the crowd go nuts, seeing all the people I'd seen on TV. It was a blast.
I mean, when you look back at this was a really, really good show. And then, of course, we went Christmas night for the rematch. And then
that's when all hell broke loose.
Right. And then, but just when you put it all together, my first match was Ric Flair was on the first show. Ric Flair was on the second show. The first time I went to the Sportatorium was Chris Adams versus Ric Flair. No, Terry Gordy versus Ric Flair. Then we went to Fair Park Coliseum for Kevin Von Erich and Ric Flair. And then we bought our tickets based on Kevin Von Erich versus Ric Flair for the reunion. And Harley Race was the champion. So.
And then fast forward a bunch of years and you're in the ring for Ric Flair's retirement.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. It's like we should apologize to Charlotte. We spent more holidays with Rick, and I guess he did.
Oh, God almighty. I wonder if Conrad would think that was funny.
I'd volunteer to spend holidays with Charlotte.
We were spending more holidays with Rick than his family was.
I heard that, she's probably looking for someone to spend holidays with.
But yeah, I mean, shoot, we saw him just about every Thanksgiving and every Christmas.
Yeah. we didn't see No, I'm official, Steven. I'm the referee of record that counted the 3 count in his retirement match in 2022. Yeah, I mean, he didn't come for Thanksgiving of 84. Of 83, I mean, when Mike debuted. But he was back for Christmas with David.
I was going to say 83 was Starrcade, right?
Right.
Wasn't that the year with the 10-minute match with him and Mike?
The 10-minute match. The 10-minute match was in January in Fort Worth.
Oh, that's right.
But I think that you went with me to that one.
Yes. Lord forbid you ever got to go without me.
Well, it was a hard sell to get to go to Fort Worth on a school night.
Yeah.
I like when he was telling me about the dates that he took to wrestling because you know those girls were highly impressed.
Oh yeah.
Until they got to the Sportatorium and looked around the area it was in, it probably wasn't the best.
No, but
And then they're like, "Why? Why is this guy
the girls-
screaming like a woman?"
And the girls were into it more than the guys because, especially with the Von Erichs and Chris Adams, and
That's just the ones that had their belly
Brian
button
Diaz.
between their titties.
Brian and Diaz,
they,
Gino Hernandez.
Kevin and David were the best brother combination of the Von Erichs.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Kevin and Chris.
Oh, nice. I figured Conrad would go for a talented, unbiased ref. Oh,
I mean, that's fair.
shots fired.
Well, we knew you were biased. The way to get a more biased ref would have been to bring Charles Robinson in.
You know, it was so effed up that they would not allow him to come to that match.
Didn't he get bit by a bat this week?
He did.
Did the reverse Aussie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got bit by a bat. Had 6 injections.
The hell is he doing messing with bats though?
It was 2:00 in the morning.
Where was he?
Going home.
Trying to spend a holiday with Charlotte.
I was telling them on the podcast this week that if Vince was still there, they'd be writing a movie about it. That Charles Robinson got bit by a bat and became a vampire.
Yeah, he's a werewolf.
Then he bit. Then he
He's a
bit.
vampire.
He bit out the whole female roster, and they became vampires. And then they were able to do even more flippy shit.
How old is Charles Robinson?
61 years old.
Just
Yeah,
3
he doesn't
years
look
younger-
it.
Charles
3
is
years younger than Pondwater.
Charles is 61 years old, and I mean, he took that huge bump from Cena when he ran down and Cena got him, and then he took the spear from Goldberg, got his ribs broke, and now he got bit by a bat. he's having a hell.
He's got 9 lives. He's already used 3 of them. We saw all that shit Flair went through. He's like, I bet I can do it. I imagine
Look at Gary
getting run
Hart.
over
Look
by
at Gary
Cena.
Hart. Gary, that's what makes Gary Hart. The subtleties that he does as a manager at ringside. Like he put his hand up and he kept the dragon from going over there and pushed him back to the corner.
He used to do that with didn't he do that to Abdullah?
Yeah, sometimes he'd get up there and he'd have to put a towel over Abdullah's head so he couldn't see. So he'd have to take. He was trying to control him that way. Oh, that thrust kick looked good.
So did that one.
I bet you that's where the Young Bucks learned something.
No, they didn't. Way too much selling in this match for them to learn a damn thing.
He just threw the dragon into Kabuki. Man, this is so good. I'm not going to yell my throat out tonight, though.
That's what Tep said.
And you're hard pressed to find a better drop kick than Kevin Von Erich.
This is true. Kerry had a good one too,
Yeah.
but Kevin's was next level.
By the way, Pondwater, I'm going to say that your tights that you have hanging up are not as good as the tights he's wearing right now. Those tights are phenomenal. Those black tights look good.
Yeah. The yellow and the black pop, though.
Just the black pops on his pale ass body too.
Yeah.
And he's got those orange rhinestones for the full Texas effect.
Yeah. You can see where Texas used to be on mine.
But he's got that those black tights with that burnt orange on the. Yeah, that's good.
I love that Bronco and David Manning both are dropping down for the.
Yeah, they're both in the ring. What are we doing?
You would think that there would be. You would think that there would be two referees. One of them would be
One
outside.
outside.
Josh Newell, if you're watching this, can me and can we have a 2 referee match where we're all in the ring together one time before I retire? And
I
there's
was gonna say, Ike looking really young.
there's
There.
Kabuki with that nerve
doing?
hold. Ike takes care of himself.
Well, but now he's old again. I don't know what happened.
He does look older than me. I'm 8 years older than him, but
Yeah, no, that's incorrect. Ike, was that your son?
Ike's froze up.
Ike's
What
done
did his
lost
son?
it. Someone younger was.
Oh,
Hold on.
that's my nephew Brandon. Hi, Brandon.
So that's Ike's son.
Wait,
Yeah, that's Ike's youngest son.
Let's say if they talk.
Welcome to the show, Brandon.
What does your shirt say, Brandon?
I think it says if they talk behind your back, Mark.
I like it.
His girlfriend sent it to him. Yes, actually today.
I cannot believe that he's as big as he is.
Dude's huge.
Man, time is a thief. Wow. But it's not a disqualification because his momentum took him over. He didn't get thrown over.
What is that next to the ring?
The stairs.
No, the handle thing sticking up. What the hell?
Oh, that's probably the.
Yeah, those tights are superior to your tights. Kevin looks like he's wrestling in his BVDs.
Kevin legit wrestled in a Speedo swimsuit one time. It was very awkward.
Not for the ladies in the crowd.
I mean, he acts so modest sometimes, but then you come out there with a Speedo.
You know he liked all the attention from the ladies.
Double clothesline by David Von Erich. Dropping them knees. 1. And look at Kevin taking Kabuki out. And look at these tag belts. I think they got 1 plate on them. It's just leather and 1 plate.
Not exactly the most fancy belts.
No, they weren't. They might have had side plates at one point. But they call them these were called the All Asian Tag Team titles. And the United National title that's part of the Triple Crown is called the they refer to it as the All Asian title. Place erupted. I'm going to track it.
Here we are, David and Kevin Von Erich. Well, you had one of their great goals accomplished tonight. Bill, there's words can't be, they just can't describe how I feel. All the work that went into this, Bill. Here it is.
I bet I can get one of those made pretty cheap with just one plate. I think they look like they're on vinyl. I do too, Stephen Brant.
Ike, you didn't spend very long on that treadmill, buddy.
I did 30 minutes before and 20 minutes after. That's enough for me.
More to come. Dude, I tried working out a couple years ago. I just don't like it.
I tried working out a couple years ago.
I mean, I used to work out, and then I take it in spurts. Look at Rick. These girls are not from Dallas.
Nah, their titties don't hang to their knees.
Girls by the reunion arena today to show them just exactly where it is. That the nature boy really shines as the world champion. I took them by the higher regency, showed them the sleep.
I agree, Stephen Brand. We need to get Pondwater a shirt that says, I tried working out once.
Well, they say that once you work out for a while, you start feeling better. I never started feeling better.
Yeah, once you hit 50, I used to go to the gym to kick ass. Now it's just come up here and the gym kicks my ass.
Yeah. Well, my work day kicks my ass.
My weightlifting has definitely gotten much lighter. Now I just do a bunch of reps with very little weight. I look like a complete pussy in the gym.
But I still get around the ring pretty good when I referee.
Yeah, you just have to avoid the stairs.
Yeah. Man, we got to get some smaller stairs for Bayou. Wonder where they found these girls at. Were they in the office pool at Channel 39 or?
Well, they weren't at the strip club.
No,
I can tell you that.
And this was before Dan Bynum, so I don't think we can ask Dan about it. Now we got the Kerry Von Erich video.
That horse looks tired already.
And this was done to
Eye of the Tiger, wasn't it?
this is either Eye of the Tiger or I Need a Hero. We'll see because they'll put a tiger on the screen if it's Eye of the Tiger.
Hey, there's King Kong Bundy with hair.
Yeah. He lost the hair in a match with Kevin Von Erich.
I think Kerry's in an LA Fitness there. Is that where that's at?
The music's horrible for this.
So were his teeth, by the way.
Kerry's probably at a Gold's Gym. Look at him. And truthfully, I think Kerry Von Erich and Harley Race had better matches than Kerry Von Erich and Ric Flair. I think it was a better matchup.
All 50 pounds that he's lifting.
Actually,
there.
I bet you that's not a Gold's Gym. I think back then we had President's Fitness.
I'm not sure what they had out in the country out then.
It was President's. Was the chain of
It was before it was Bally's.
It was called President's Health Club.
By the way, they're just why is that little girl in a bathing suit?
This is
What are we doing?
This is definitely I Need a Hero. They will do an Eye of the Tiger video with him later.
There was a little girl sitting on the front row in a bathing suit. What are we doing?
Because at the Sportatorium, it was hotter than hell.
She didn't have no shoes on.
My favorite was the old man that was yelling and his teeth came out
Yeah.
at the Sportatorium.
Yeah. They use that in several videos. That but the Cars video with Bugsy McGraw, you might think I'm crazy. All right.
Hey, Ike, you know what the most common thing to find between a set of titties and the Sportatorium was, right?
Was that?
I said, you know what the most common thing to find between a set of titties at the Sportatorium was, right?
What would that be?
A belly button.
You're not wrong.
Okay, so we are done with this episode, and we'll just let it keep running to the next one.
We're just going to let it run out.
Yep, because it's going now.
Dan Bynum was there. He was the associate director. He's
What is the name of that? What is the name of that very phallic building there? The tower?
Reunion Tower. Yeah, it has a restaurant.
Isn't that where they
It
shot
has a
JFK
rotating
down
restaurant
there?
on top of it. I got a funny story about Reunion Tower. We went up on the observation deck one night after I took a date to the Dallas Sidekicks game.
What
It was
is
our indoor
that?
soccer team? Anyway, we went up on the observation deck, and I'm Mr. Romance, right?
Yeah, we know this.
And we're looking, and you can see the Lou Sterrett Center, which is the local jail. And she goes, "My husband's in there." That's a mood killer right there, buddy.
Right?
That and the food sucks there.
I bet.
At the jail?
Both Reunion Tower and the jail.
Yeah.
Okay. Flair looks rough.
Mine hadn't gotten to the next episode yet.
Well, I'm in the middle of a Flair promo,
Well,
so you better catch up.
All right, up next.
I'm at 132, 33, 34.
I should have realized when you were talking about Reunion Tower. You're at
I'm at 146, 47, 48, 49.
50. Got it. Next, the battle for the belt. We didn't get the end because Kerry comes out to Tom Sawyer. It was just easier to take the. I bet I don't remember Flair coming out to music.
Surely he came out to 2001.
No, he wasn't doing 2001 then. I think if he came out to anything, he might have come out to the theme to Star Wars.
I believe it was Star Wars.
The challenger for this belt tonight, from Lake Dallas, Texas, 260 pounds, modern-day warrior.
Wearing his mom's bathrobe. Kerry Von Erich.
And special referees brought in for this. Alfred Neely.
Who?
Alfred Neely, who was a regular on Mid-South. Look at
Why
that.
did he get to
Man,
do
I love
this?
that belt. They brought him in because Flair wanted to make sure that there was an impartial referee. NWA, he petitioned the NWA, but he didn't think that
David Manning, Bronco Lubitsch.
would be impartial. So They brought
That's
Alpha
right.
Neely in.
He's right. That's like bringing you in for Flair's final match. No impartiality there. That guy could have kicked out at 1 and you'd have counted it.
But it does blow my mind. Ric Flair's got a new line of spirits.
Weed?
No, he's got that too. But he's got a line of spirits. He's got the Ric Flair vodka, the Ric Flair bourbon, and the Ric Flair.
I want to know
gin.
where his Ric Flair bourbon is distilled at.
I don't know who's doing it for him. And then they got one that's like a really nice bottle, like a collector's bottle. But the fifth of the Flair bourbon's $59.99, and the vodka's $21.99.
Well, the vodka's cheap then.
I'm gonna have to. I know that they got it's available in Tennessee right now. And
that haircut.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like
berries and cream, berries and cream.
What was the referee from WWE? He used to be a wrestler that was always angry. What was his name? Jeez. He started out as a wrestler. I've seen him on Wrestling Challenge in '86 as a wrestler, and then he became an official.
Danny Davis?
No, Danny Davis was shitty as a wrestler. Well, so was this guy. That's why he became an official.
Pondwater Dave?
I mean, yes. Great name, too. What the hell was his name?
I pee freely.
Let's see. WWF ref. Former.
I mean, it was late 80s, or mid to late 80s.
Late 80s. Jack Kruger?
Yes, that's him.
Yeah, he was known because he shouted at wrestlers.
This official looks just like him with blonde hair. It's the haircut is what it is.
He's very over officious in this match.
So he's been paid off by Flair? You know what that's like, right, Pondwater? What? I mean, I did notice after you left that retirement match, you were sitting a little higher in your truck seat. Just saying.
That was just the phone book he's sitting on.
Man.
And he had to put the blocks on the bottom of his feet so he could reach the pedals.
Yep.
You say that. I owned a Ford conversion van one time, and I had to zip tie a block to the gas pedal so my wife could,
you could touch it.
So my wife could reach it.
Oh, so your wife could. Oh, okay.
That's a true story.
Yeah. I'm guessing this is the first wife.
Yeah.
Was she a midget?
No.
Plead the fifth.
Mental midget.
Oh, set him up on that one.
She's short.
I
That'd
mean,
be
I
a
tried
good
to.
4'11".
Good 4'11". I can't believe we're gonna watch an entire match this long.
Conrad used to have those boots that Flair's wearing. This match is 2 out of 3 falls.
Oh, Jesus Christ. See, I'd have left at that point as soon as they said 2 out of 3 falls.
Man, 2 out of 3 falls was standard back then. Every Saturday night there was the television main event was 2 out of 3 falls.
Didn't they have a TV champion too there for a while?
Well, they had beat. Oh, we lost our Instagram stream after an hour.
Yeah, it seems like Al Madrill was always the TV champion back then.
The way the TV championship worked was it was a 10-week deal. It really wasn't. Later they used the old American belt as the TV championship, like in '87. But when we were watching, that was called Beat the Television Champion. He had to go 10 weeks, and they would get $500. They'd add $500 to the pot every week, and if they could go 10 weeks, they'd win $5,000, and they'd start over. And that's how the television champion pretty worked. Like Chris Adams was TV champion. Iceman,
But there was no belt for it.
No, there was no belt. Not until like 86, 87. And I had forgotten. I just happened to watch a match from '87 the other day from Fort Worth, and the Iceman was television champion and had the belt.
Mid-South with the medallion was cooler.
But back then,
who's behind
back
you there?
then, kayfabe told you that whoever won the matches made more money. So so you say we got a $10,000 battle royal, or we put a check on a pole, or we're adding 500 a week, and we knew these guys were really money motivated for the winner. Mate had it.
Brian Diaz had it for a while.
Okay, ref's counting 1, 2, and he's trying to move them. I think this is a good match. I mean, it really is.
If you turn it up loud enough, you can hear a high-pitched squeal. That's Dave in the top row.
I was gonna say it's Pondwater.
Dude, you were yelling
You said he was bleeding at that point.
You were yelling just as much as I was.
Dude, I had more bass in my voice, and I didn't even hit puberty yet.
That's rude. I mean, it's true, but it's rude.
I don't think it took me 3 days to get my voice back.
The red, white, and blue turnbuckles.
It was a special event. He's gonna pull his pants down. We're gonna see Flair's ass.
Flair's trying to reach the ropes. Kerry's getting the foot up. Oh, come on. Tickle, tickle. 1, 2.
As much as Flair enjoyed showing his butt, I'm surprised Kerry didn't grab it.
Are you noticing now how over officious this referee is?
Yeah. He's just trying to keep him on the straight and narrow.
Also, the poles.
They can't all be loosey goosey like you.
The ring
Padawan.
posts are 2 of them are red and 2 of them are white.
Is there something to that, or
I'm just saying that's
just
how
pointing
they-
out the patriotism?
Can we and look at the physique on Kerry Von Erich?
Oh, Jesus.
Dude was shaped like a yield sign.
Yeah, steroids would do that.
I don't think that's steroid body.
I don't think it was, but I think it was early days. He hadn't gotten swole or blown up yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he never took them. I'm just saying
I don't know that he was
if Porky
way
Pig
into
was-
him at this point, but I'm willing to bet there's some modification there.
If Porky Pig was a referee, it'd be this guy.
That's what they brought him in to be, though.
Oh
They
yeah,
wanted us to hate the ref just as bad.
oh yeah. They faded the heat to the referee on this one for sure. But they got the reaction out of it because I'm not going to give it away. But it.
Yeah.
He's going to get
No
his.
spoilers here. It's only been 40 years. By the way, Mark Lawrence could not give a shit about this match.
Well,
He is
took
just
care of the
he
announcer.
is sitting there waiting to go out tonight in his tux.
Kerry hit the guardrail. The string.
I was gonna say the guardrail.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about then. Back then, you could walk up and get their autograph before the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were respectful back then.
Everybody except for the women on the aisle when they walk down.
Well, they were respectful in a different way.
This first fall, how far? Let's see, we're in. How far in are we on this episode now?
We are 17 minutes in.
So I mean, we're a good. What do you figure? 12 minutes into the match now.
12, 13 at least. There wasn't a huge. I mean, we didn't get entrances and stuff, so
Yeah.
Got to be at least a 40-minute match.
It's the only match on this show.
this is the worst sleeper hold / headlock ever.
It's not a sleeper hold, it's a reverse chin lock.
It's not. He's hooked on his nose. Ike, how far do you live from the gym? Jesus, you've been in that car for a half hour now.
It's a good 10 minutes, maybe. Not too bad. Plus, I'm letting the kid drive my truck, so he's driving extra slow.
Ah, how old?
19.
What kind of truck you
I'd
got?
be driving real fast at that point.
Tundra.
Oh, Tundra. Okay.
It's your brother. You don't know what kind of truck he has?
What kind of truck do I have?
Shit. Ford, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
His truck is shit. You're right.
No, it's
You got
not.
it right. First try.
I've got a Chevy Silverado High Country.
It's been 3 years since we've been in the car together.
I had a truck. I had a Ford truck prior to this one, but I've had this Chevy for a year now.
Oh, yeah.
Kerry kicks out with the
so we
Ford.
need to get you guys together is what
We don't
I've
see each
found
other
out
near
from
enough.
this.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So Ike, you live where now?
Austin, just south of Austin and Kyle.
Yeah, we definitely got to get you guys together. Maybe for some wrestling.
Kerry Von
Yeah,
Erich
he's
with
supposed to.
the
He's
abdominal
supposed to come
stretch.
see me.
Yeah, we know how that works out.
Well, I was going to use my
Yeah.
vacation and go down there and visit, but what I did is I took my vacation and I spent it with my two grandsons that I don't ever get to see.
Yeah, and he had surgery on his knee.
That was last year.
So, time flies. Seemed like it was just a few months ago.
Yeah. Look at that abdominal stretch. He's got him. Flair's trying to get to the ropes. Kerry's he's going to put stomach claw on him. He's going to put stomach claw on him. He's got the claw on the abdomen. Is he going to press him here?
No,
Oh, no.
You're gonna
Flair
take
went
a
to
poke
the
in the
eyes.
eye.
Oh,
Best wrestling move ever.
dirtiest player in the game. It is, other than hitting somebody in the nuts, it is an equalizer. The great equalizer.
Dave, your sister says I gotta do the
Hell, man.
Hi, Nikki. How you doing?
Here with me.
He said, "How you doing?"
Hell, man.
You been doing all right?
Yeah. You?
I can't complain, but I still do.
Yeah. Same. Same here.
So now we see who doesn't have the looks in the family. It's Pondwater.
Huh?
He was always the better looking of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, your brother's a nice looking man. Sister's attractive. Nobody
There ain't
got,
no ugly in my family, Tim.
except
Miller
you.
curse.
He's cute in his own way.
Oh, in my own way.
Yes,
Oh, goodness.
in his own way means like what was that movie in the 80s? Willow. Willow was cute and 3'2".
He's special.
Flair drops Kerry across the top rope by his throat.
Say my hat.
Maybe we'll get a run in by my mom in a minute.
Well, she probably
Flair's
cute
lining
too.
him up. And when I saw him drop that knee on his head, I thought, my God, that has to be. Because I'm 100% buying in. Like, all this is looking real to me.
Yeah, they're in there killing each other.
Well, I mean, you're pretty far up at this point, so.
Pile driver.
Well, everything was pretty stiff back then anyway, so they were laying them in.
Yeah, it was snug. It's hard to poke holes in.
That's why they chop now, because the punches don't look like they did back then.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the camera, the production gives away way too much.
Yeah.
Because they're shooting it in 4D. I mean, there's 4K, and then Kerry's going, and I probably had to explain that he was going for the claw because I wouldn't have known. And we're still in
was
the
stiff.
first. We're still in the first fall.
I was gonna say the second and third can't be that long because we're 24 minutes in.
I can't remember who won the falls. I know who won the match, but I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you now who.
Okay, Flair just slung the referee out of the way.
Why is the referee giving a
And now look
reverse?
at the referee.
Oh shit!
And Kerry discus punched the referee.
Well, he should be out for the match.
Well, the referee was
he
trying to get
shouldn't
Flair
come
off
back.
of him. Flair kind of managed to duck the punch, and the referee got it. So now Kerry's going to town on him.
So Kerry's getting disqualified. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't think that's it.
Flair just said something to Kerry. Kerry dumps. 1, 2, kick out. No
But there's no
referee.
button.
No
Oh,
referee.
now David Manning's in the ring.
David Manning's
Shit.
in. Sleeper hold. Kerry's got him in the sleeper. Bronco's checking on Neely.
Bronco should have stomped him while he's down there.
Flair's trying to get to the ropes. Look at, and you know Rick's talking to Kerry.
Yeah, you can see it.
We're doing the arm. 1. Kerry put him
Yeah,
to sleep.
We're
Kerry
going
Von
to
Erich-
reverse that decision.
Kerry Von Erich wins the first fall. Not so fast. Not so fast. Neely's going to disqualify him for the discus punch.
That's what
Even
I
though
said.
Flair slung him across the ring and he did nothing. So Flair's out. So now Flair's going to win the first fall by disqualification. And this is where Neely's telling, he's letting them know that he's the referee. And David Manning's trying to tell him, Bronco's the voice of reason. But Alfred Neely's saying that you got to go. I'm the referee.
Well, to be fair, David Manning not even dressed like a referee, so
And
I would have thought he was just someone that jumped in out of the crowd.
and
Look here, Mr. Adidas jumpsuit. Get your ass out.
I was about to say, and they just sponsored the hell out of him.
So Flair's your winner on the first fall. And we're all pissed because we know that we saw Flair shove the referee and got away with it. So we're ready. We get to the bell ring. We're going to go to fall number 2. And I know me and Ike are losing our minds up here. We are so pissed.
Not a big loss.
I miss Amy. Don't go away. Fall 2 coming up.
To be fair, at this point, she'd just be asking why Arn Anderson wasn't out there.
All right, we're ready for action. He's counting Rick out of the corner because Rick didn't want to come out of the corner.
See, good official will do that.
And I mean, every time we watch Mid South, and I see him as a referee, I just get all like, screw that guy.
Why? Because he made the right call on the first fall?
He did not. He's crooked. And we're going right back to the sleeper hold again.
That was a good 13,000 people wishing death on that man.
Yeah. Oh, there was lots of cussing going on.
Had their cigarette in their mouth. I tell you what.
Flair. Flair. That's a deep cut. Linda, look at this stupid son of a bitch right here. Flair broke the sleeper by charging the ropes and making Kerry go out of the ring. Referee's trying to carry. Oh.
But can you imagine Flair? He went to every territory and made everybody's best guy look world class.
Yes.
Knowing damn well they weren't.
He left.
In most of these places.
He came in and he put the shine on your local hero, and he left the territory better than it was when he got there. Did you see Kerry flinch? Kerry flinched and Flair didn't do it. Flair's choking him in the corner.
He's counting it. I don't know what your guys' problem with this official is.
He's a little handsy.
He's aggressive. I'll Flair flop.
And the whole Flair took great exception that they were billing Kerry as the uncrowned world heavyweight champion. Oh, Flair just went for the knee, did that drop and to get him ready for the figure four. But I think it's amazing. I don't know how you feel about it, Ike. 43 years later, we have not aged out of this. And 43 years later, look at him. He grabbed Flair by the hair. I've been a referee for 20 years. I've never grabbed a wrestler by the hair.
Maybe you should be more aggressive.
I think we're going to do that.
Oh, hold on. Ike froze. We got another Ike showing up.
I got booted.
Oh, no, I just thought he was no-selling my questions. I was saying that 43 years later, we haven't aged out of this. We still enjoy it. We still enjoy it. But these matches hold up 43 years later.
It's not good old day syndrome. They work their asses off.
It's all about believability. And you believe these two are locked in combat over the richest prize in the sport, the NWA World Championship.
All right, so why is Kerry helping him?
Kerry
Flair was undoing his ace bandage. Kerry's helping him.
Kerry had a knee injury. He was taken out by Kabuki. And it was proven that Gary Hart collected on the bounty. because King Kong Bundy had the canceled check because
Who
before he
uses
left.
check anymore?
And Gary Hart tried to say that Flair bought a Cadillac from him, and then he said Flair bought a station wagon from him, and Mark Lawrence pointed out to him that there's no such thing as a Cadillac station wagon.
I guarantee there was one.
The figure 4.
I know Cadillac had a tank. My dad used to drive one.
Yeah.
Dad drove the L Dog. Mom had the Fleetwood.
I mean, Oldsmobile had a station wagon.
Yeah,
Close
Cadillac
enough to Cadillac. Same thing.
Wonder if we're gonna get some Rick grabbing the ropes. Those boots that Ric Flair is wearing were made by a man named Clifford Matthias. He had a shop in Houston. Kerry's trying to reverse it.
It was almost there. He's done it.
And he's reversed it. Now Flair's in the ropes, getting the break. Kerry's hobbled. Flair with a kick to the knee, another kick to the knee. And Kerry's got the claw. He's got the claw.
This is where I went completely apeshit in the stands.
Kerry is so much bigger than Flair. It's so weird.
And I wonder if we're fixing to get Flair. I think Flair's hair is fixing to turn red.
From the claw?
Yeah.
He has blood on his hand, which would be a dead giveaway that he had bladed.
I was watching for it. I saw when he did it. And Kerry's got the claw. And he's just cranking it. Flair's punching that leg.
Which, by the way, bleeding from the claw is fucking silly. Can we not agree?
No, they squeeze your head so tight it'll split your head open.
Horse shit. Let me squeeze your head till it bleeds. Your skull will crack first.
Screw you, Tim. You don't know.
Yeah, you can't talk shit about my claw now.
I trust me, I can. Claw is the worst finishing move in wrestling history. Well, maybe not the worst. I mean, but it's up there.
I mean, have you seen the leg drop?
Yeah. The stomach claw is a superior claw.
And Kerry wins fall number 2.
That guy is wearing a t-shirt that says Pinball Wizard.
Yeah, and it's not like official Pinball Wizard merch. He went to the t-shirt shop and had them put those letters on there.
Yep. I like it.
Kerry wins fall number 2 with the Iron Claw. So now we're
To me,
even at one fall apiece.
To me, the stomach claw just reminded me of more where they used to do the traps, the pinch on the traps or up into the armpits
Yeah.
that Kabuki used to do.
Nerve
Yeah.
hold.
To me, the claw, the stomach claw used to look more like that to me.
The stomach claw actually hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell, the claw on your forehead hurts.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it did.
I'll let you put the claw on my forehead all day long. You ain't gonna hurt me.
Look at
Yeah, when
Flair.
we were growing up, we owned a grocery store. You'd come in and Dave would have me over his head, throwing me into the frozen food box and putting me in the claw.
Yeah, we used to have like a canned good display that made like a U, and behind it we just throw cardboard back there during the day when we put out a case of beer or something, and at night we'd get the cardboard taken out. But that was a good place for us to keep it. And I chunk his little ass over those canned goods into that cardboard.
Well, I can tell you, fall 3 not going to be very long. There's only about 7 minutes left.
Yeah, because Flair just shoved the referee.
Damn, I can't believe it's been 43 years.
Right? So he shoved the referee. Now they both shoved the referee.
He's getting ready to disqualify his ass, isn't he? There it is.
We'll try to get the official decision.
And Scott Hall, is that who that is?
No, that's Brian Adias. There's Jose Lothario.
77-year-old Jose Lothario.
You got to admit, though, those matches with Michael Hayes and Jose Lothario that we watched at the beginning of '83 were pretty good matches.
Yeah, he was good.
Flair's just going scorched earth. He's wanting to fight. Flair does not look like a chicken shit heel here. I mean, Flair's going after Kerry just as much as Kerry's going after Flair. Bronco's trying to keep him out. Let's hear the official decision.
The referee has ruled that the match is totally out of control. No double disqualification.
Wouldn't that be on the referee if it was totally out of control?
Yeah, he called a double disqualification. And here comes Fritz. Now Fritz is and Fritz might still be the president of the NWA at this point. I know he was president of NWA when David was in Florida.
Well, that's, totally, on the level that his son is fighting. Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Kick his
no,
ass.
he shoved Fritz.
Kick his ass, ref.
He shoved Fritz and Fritz grabbed him. Jose's trying to, hey, come on, Fritz. You know you can't be whooping his referee's asses.
I want to know how the referee's the heel here.
Because it should have been, Kerry should have won in 2 straight falls. Kerry shouldn't have been disqualified.
He punched the referee.
After Flair intentionally shoved the referee, Kerry got him by accident.
I'm glad that you're the the interviewer at our wrestling events and not announcing them because you're crooked.
Oh my God. Jose
Didn't
Lothario
they
is
used
trying
to?
to be the voice of reason because he knows. Because he knows. That's all right. Fritz got us all wound up. But when Fritz grabbed that referee by the throat, we all popped for that.
Most crooked shit I ever seen. Fritz trying to use his I'm president of the NWA.
I don't know if he was still the president of the NWA. Because I later learned when I started finding out about David's Hill work in Florida, that Fritz was actually the president of the NWA. So let's ask Fritz Von Erich, NWA president.
This would be a good reason for him to get kicked out of office, honestly.
I just got a kick out of watching David try to type.
Fritz Von Erich's time as NWA president was not long tenure, but a significant one, especially considering the NWA's role as a governing body.
Maybe you should have typed the word dates
in
there.
Competition in 1982. It says he was for a brief period in the 70s, but I know they introduced him as president of the NWA when he went down to Florida when David was down there on one of the promos.
Could have been a work.
I love the cameraman just kicking the kids away. That's awesome. All right, so there we go.
That was it. That's why 43 years later that I'm still hooked on wrestling. And y'all hear me preach about believability. What happened there that in any of those matches, there was a level of believability. Harley Race and Bundy. David and Kevin versus Kabuki and the Dragon. Gary Hart is so masterful outside the ring. So much believability in all those. The thrust kick, that thrust kick that Kabuki did to Kevin in the throat, it looked like he kicked his head off.
That discus punch that Kerry hit the ref with.
I mean, just the fact that the referee got up might make you call bullshit on the whole thing. That's the only hole that you could poke into it, is that man recovered from that discus punch. But I mean,
maybe Flair bleeding from the claw.
I have no problem. I have no problem believing that when you,
of course,
the Von Erich's hands are so big and so strong that they get so much that they're pulling that skin part, and it makes your head split up.
The most believable part was Fritz trying to get his kid the belt. That was the most believable part of that main event. Yeah, he deserves it.
But I mean, realistically, Kerry won that match in 2 straight falls. That referee screwed him.
How the hell do they let you ref a Flair match, honestly? I mean, I guess you know crooked refereeing when you see it, right?
Dude, I just ran down there and counted 3. The guy's shoulder was on the mat. 1, 2, 3.
It was a fast count. It's okay.
My count. No, fuck you. My count is very consistent.
Consistently fast.
Because, I mean, no. Because the fans have started in on me about my count. And my count's consistent because I only got 1 speed. I'm doing it.
Oh, Elder. Elder is your only speed.
I mean, I hadn't got to the point yet where I'm down there counting, and they're doing so many fast ones that I'm like, I'm gonna lay down here and with y'all.
No, you just gotta do the Bronco. Go to a knee, and
it hadn't never got that bad yet.
All right, take us home.
Hey, I want to thank you. Thank y'all for watching tonight. Thank you for joining us for this watch along. I wish we could broadcast these and show everybody. If y'all, I appreciate y'all going to Peacock and following along with us. Ike, thank you for joining us.
I was
man.
gonna say, thank your damn brother.
Uh,
He's been sitting in that truck in the dark for a half hour now.
I just appreciate, that I wouldn't get to do all the cool stuff that I get to do. I wouldn't have all the cool stuff that I have had my little brother not made me a
Cool.
wrestling fan. He is 100% to blame. If you don't like my content, then blame him because it's all his fault.
Well, I like
True
your
story.
brother. I think I'm gonna start a show with him and leave you in the trail.
I'll let him. I've about had enough of your crap. What's Angel doing?
I mean, hold on. Let me follow it and see. You're gonna need an explicit warning on that one.
You're lying. Oh. All right. Ike, thank you, man. Love you.
Love you too.
Timmy, fun.
We're gonna
nice
get him
meeting
to
you,
come
Tim.
visit you, by the way.
I've had
It was
enough
nice
for
to meet you
one
too, Ike.
night. I've had enough for you one night, Timmy. But for Timmy C, for my brother Ike, I'm Pondwater Dave. Thank you for joining us on World Class Flashback. We'll see you next time, exclusively here on the Mark Out Moments Network.
Thanks, guys.